Hi guys, my name is Kuku and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. It's great to have you. And if you're returning, welcome back. It's so good to see you again. Today, I'm going to be talking about my favorite tools to use as an online business owner. So if you're interested in this, please do keep watching. So as you may or may not know, I am an online business owner. I own a e-commerce store or an online brand. We only sell online at this point in time. Hopefully in the future you will see us in British retailers and worldwide retailers, but for now we are an online store. And to run this store I use several different pieces of software which I thought would be great to share with you guys today. And I would also love to hear what tools and software you guys use below in the comment box so that I can jump on that too if it's going to make my business a lot more efficient to run. So without further ado, let's get into it. So my first favorite tool or piece of software to use is Google Drive. Not glamorous, not too exciting at all, but I absolutely do love Google Drive. I love this tool simply because it means that I can access my business from wherever I am in the world, whether I'm in the UK or whether I am somewhere else. I can access my business because all of my documents and all of my files are saved centrally. It also means that I don't need to be on my specific laptop. I can be on my husband's laptop. If I go to visit my parents, I can go on their computer, whatever. I can access my data, my information, my documents from wherever I am because absolutely everything is saved in the cloud. I also love, Google Drive, and I think I said Google Drive, I meant Google G Suite. Another reason that I love G Suite is because I can collaborate with other people, with third parties, very easily. Very easy for me to give people access to documents that I'm working on, or for them to give access to me on documents that we are working on collaboratively so that we can work in a very streamlined and efficient way. And this saves me so much time you would not believe, whether it is getting influencers to approve contracts or whether it is having photographers share photography with me for approval. It's really easy for us to do that through Google G Suite. I was going to say Google Drive again, but through G Suite. Another thing that I personally use is my email is hosted through Google G Suite. So my business's email is hosted through Google G Suite, which is just really good for me personally because I understand how Google works. That's the system that I use for my personal email. So it's very easy for me to find my way through the system and just get absolutely everything out as is needed. So yeah, that's my first favorite business tool. So my second favorite business tool is Shopify. I have made another video on this exact same channel all about Wix versus Shopify, which is the better platform for you to use as an e-commerce business owner. And you guys would have seen that, or if you haven't, go and watch that video and come back. But in that video, I did share that I am now on Shopify. I was on Wix before, but I am now on Shopify and I love Shopify. Shopify is what makes my world go round. I love hearing that cha-ching sound every single time I make a sale. Absolutely, my husband loves it too. Like, we just love that sound. And not only that, it's just a very fantastic tool for hosting my online store. They have so many beautiful templates and themes that you can choose from that you then customize to make the store of your dreams or the store that you need to best reflect your brand and your products. The platform also enables you to integrate with so many different third-party apps and tools. You can literally integrate your Shopify store with a postal service. If you have a particular postal service that you want to use, whether it's DHL or USPS, whoever it is that you need to use, you can literally integrate that with your Shopify store. Everything is literally managed in one place. You can integrate it with your ECRM system. You can integrate it with your social media. You can integrate it with Google Analytics and so much more. I'm literally not even scraping the surface. There are a lot of massive brands. And when I say massive, I'm talking about Kylie Cosmetics, for example, her store is hosted on Shopify. There are a lot of massive brands that use Shopify to host their e-commerce stores, and that's because they are literally like a market leader in this particular space. So that is my second favorite business tool, Shopify. Right, so my third favorite tool is Mailerlite. Mailerlite is an email marketing system. It's a fairly new tool to me personally. I recently switched over to Mailerlite from another tool that I was using, and I am loving it. It's so much better than that tool, and also it's better than MailChimp, if I can say that. I used to use MailChimp, I no longer do, but I love Mailerlite because it's helped me take my email marketing to a completely new level. No longer am I just sending out one email and hoping for the best, but I'm actually creating sales funnels, or as they call them, automations. I love the automation feature that is available to you on Mailerlite. It basically allows you to create a full sales funnel using email. So for example, if you have a new product launching on your store today, you might traditionally just send out one email blast and hope that people will click on the email, like what you're talking about, and go to your website, check out the product, and hopefully make a sale. But it kind of stops there. Well, with Mailerlite's automations, what you're actually enabled to do is create a funnel. So at the top of the funnel, you have your email blast that goes out, and then you can set up triggers based on different conditions that you may feel are necessary for you. So for example, if this person did not open the email, you can then set a trigger to send them another email. And if they did open the email but they didn't click on any links in the email, you can then set up another trigger to send them another email with refresh messaging, or maybe you might want to send them a discount code to just maybe entice them on clicking on your website and just taking another step in the sales funnel. So yeah, I'm loving that. I'm testing it at the moment, and I will definitely keep you guys updated on my progress with that. And if you would just like to know any more information about Mailerlite, please do let me know down below in the comments, because I'll be more than happy to film more content around that. But yeah, that is my third favorite tool, I believe. So my fourth favorite tool is Buffer. Buffer is a social media management tool, and I love this tool because it enables me to organize my social media in one place. And when I say social media, I mean all the platforms that I'm on. I can manage my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram here from the same place. And I love it because I plan my content in here. I schedule my content in here, and yeah, I can see when it's all gonna go out, and if I need to make any edits, it's really easy for me to make the edits in there. Another thing I like about Buffer is that when you're actually creating the content in Buffer, you don't have to create a piece of content like 3 times, if that makes sense. It has a functionality that allows you to like write out your copy once and then click so that it goes out on all your channels. But as we all know, on Instagram, for example, you can't share links in feed, but on Facebook and Twitter you can. So you can then go in and modify the copy for each platform so that it reads a little bit different, so that it just suits, you know, that environment, that social media environment better. And I love that it has those little tips. I just love that it has that functionality to be able to change it up really easily and without it adding too much extra time to, you know, my time spent sitting down and planning my content for the week. So Buffer does have a freemium model, which means that you can get access to the tool for absolutely free, and you get access to limited functionalities. For me, the limited functionalities are absolutely fine. However, in the future, when I do have to upweight my social media activity, I would definitely consider buying a license. And when you do have a license, you can schedule as much content as you like. With the freemium license, you can only schedule up to 10 days in advance, which is cool for me right now, because at least I know that every 10 days I'm gonna have to sit down and plan content for the next 10 days. And also with the freemium model, you can add your first line comments, which people typically use to add their hashtags in, so you don't have to necessarily go into Instagram, for example, and do it manually. But for me, like I said, I'm currently using the free license and it is great. I definitely recommend it. So my fifth favorite business tool is Canva. I think I talk about Canva a lot on this channel. I love Canva. I love everything about Canva and they are not paying me to say this, but I love the variety of content that I can create on Canva, whether it's to create a logo, whether it's to create a Facebook post, an Instagram post, whether it's to create thumbnails for YouTube, whether it's to create videos, a postcard, a flyer, presentations, so many different things that you can create on Canva. And for me personally, I use Canva for every single part of my business. I actually use it to plan my social media content. I think I filmed a vlog not too long ago, and in there I kind of showed you guys how I plan my social media content on Canva before I actually then go ahead and continue planning or scheduling it in Buffer. But yeah, I literally plan my content in Canva and I create my content there. I resize my images there. If I'm making graphic cards, I make it there too. If I want to animate, because you can actually animate and make videos in Canva as well, but only if you have the premium license, which I do. So this is the thing, guys, you find what works for you and then you decide whether you're willing to make the investment in it. For me personally, I use Canva every single day for my business, for my personal life, and for my church as well, because I run the social media for my church. So I literally use it every single day. So I don't mind paying, it's like £10. I don't even think it's up to £10 a month for the full throttle functionality, the whole shebang. But yeah, Canva is absolutely great, and it's a great tool to help you take your social media content to the next level, or just your general marketing content and brand identity. We've spoken about brand identity before on this channel. It just helps you create a beautiful brand identity and just manage the overall aesthetic look and feel of your brand. So yeah, that's it, Canva. So my final business tool that I love has to be my iPhone. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I use my phone for everything, whether it's to access Google Drive, Mailerlite, Shopify, Canva, Buffer. I literally access all of these tools from my phone. Of course, I do access them from my laptop as well, but I also access these tools from my iPhone. My iPhone really empowers me to be able to do business from absolutely anywhere. And to be honest with you, in 2020, most smartphones will enable you to do this. But I love my iPhone because it's got a great camera. I'm actually filming this YouTube video on it today, and the quality is quite good, if I do say so myself. But yeah, I film YouTube videos every now and again when this camera decides to fail me on my iPhone. I edit content on my iPhone. I create content on my iPhone. I take product photography on my iPhone when I can't get into a studio and when I don't have access to a photographer. My husband and I have a faith-based podcast and we record that on my iPhone. Yeah, I literally do everything on my iPhone. So that has to be one of my favorite business tools. So yeah, guys, that's it from me. Those were my 6 favorite business tools. They're honestly tools that I cannot live without. If you like any of those tools as well, please do comment below. And if there are any tools that I have not mentioned that you absolutely do love and are essential to you to make your business the success that it is, please do share them down below in the comments as well. I'd love to check them out and maybe jump on them if they're as good as you say they are. But yeah, that's it from me, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. It is absolutely free and we make new videos around here every single week. So hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you get notified every single time I release a new video. But until next time, guys, bye.